Hey, Terry O'Brien here. I want to help you understand how you can use ZLUMP to make your Craigslist postings and other classified ads postings much better, much easier to track and manage your opportunities. So I'm going to assume you already have a ZLUMP account. It's free, by the way. If you don't, sign up. Doesn't cost you anything. We're going to quickly build a new project here in ZLUMP called Craigslist+Marketing. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to do a demo of plumbing. I'm just assume I'm a plumber for right now. So I'm going to add this project to the site, and it takes me right in there. I don't have any expenses, anything to report yet. I have no tasks yet in this project that's called Craigslist+Marketing, because I want to be able to add tasks in directly from people from Craigslist that are going to respond to my ad. So let me show you how that works. So we click Post, and that's going to take us to an area where we're going to be able to build what's called a ZLUMP post. So I'm going to add a new posting here. I'm going to call it Mike's Plumbing Best in Town. All right, it could be anything. It could be you're a party planner or whatever. Here are some features. If you want to remove this posting on a scheduled basis, you can say enable that, and we'll go ahead and remove that on the 9th. And here are the fields that I want to be in my form that people will be filling out when they click the link from Craigslist into this ZLUMP site, so we can automatically enter in a task. So I'm going to add this post, and notice here's a posting, right? Expires on the 9th. I want to preview this real quick, and this is the form that people will see when they click the link on Craigslist or any other classified ads site. So this is what it looks like when they view it. So I'm going to hide that. So now let's jump over to Craigslist real quick, and I'm going to quickly create a Craigslist posting just to show you how this all works. Again, Mike's Plumbing. Best in town. And we'll just say for Dayton, you guys all know how to use Craigslist and other classified ad sites, so I'm not teaching you anything there. I'm going to copy in a quick ad that I created just to save some time. Again, Mike's Plumbing, we offer great services, best pricing, no job too big, no job too small, 20 years in business, blah, 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 right? But here's what I have. I have this, click this link to create a task for me to contact you. So now I'm going back into ZLUMP. I'm going to generate this link. I'm going to grab this link, much like you do in other Facebook sites. I'm going to embed this link right into a Craigslist posting or another website posting or an email. It could be anything. Hit continue here. There's a link, by the way. I'm going to hit continue just so you can see what this looks like. So now you'll see that it has a little blue link that says click here to respond. So when somebody clicks that link, what happens is it'll take them to that form that we created. There you go. See the form? Mike's Plumbing Best in Town. So for sake of showing you how this all works, I'm just going to fill this in real quick. John Smith. I'll make up an email address. jsmith here at gmail1.com. And a phone number is random numbers just to fill it in. And by the way, you can have these as valid fields or not invalid fields, so you can have them on the form or not have them on the form. And I'll say, hey, Mike, can you give me an estimate on, fixing a hot tub? Right? So this is the form that they see when they will click the link from your posting in Craigslist. Now, what's nice about this is when I used to post things on Craigslist, it would go into email, and I'd forget where the email would go. I'd lose track of who I responded to. I'd have a bunch of stuff, and I couldn't remember anything. The whole idea behind this is to organize that into a really simple place where you can find it, locate it, manage it, and know what you've done and know what you have to do. So, okay, there it says, hey, your link's been successfully sent to Mike's Plumbing. Now, let me show you what happens on Mike's side, right? Mike goes back into ZLUMP and looks into his project, and notice there's a new task in there. This came from that posting on Craigslist. So John Smith filled out the form, and we automatically entered that in here into ZLUMP, so you know how you have to manage this task as something you need to do. So you can say, I've done some work on it. What kind of project is this? Oh, it's plumbing outside because he wants a hot tub. Is it a low or high, medium priority? High, because I got to get back to this John Smith guy. And I'll just put a note in here. I'm going to call John to make sure I get time to set up a time to come out and check with him. Again, when you're using Craigslist and other places through email, you can't remember what you've done, right? This helps you organize all that stuff and keep track of it, so you know for sure where you are in this whole project. So go ahead and update task. Go ahead there, click that real quick. Okay, so now you see it's got a little bit of the accelerator bar. It's been painted in, not 100%, but just 10%. So you know you've done a little work. The other nice thing about this is you can start tracking your expenses. Let's say you go over there and you need to do an estimate, or you need to put in some expense items. This lets you track all those different things that you're going to do for John Smith in his project. So then you can go back and run reports and know how well you're doing. So okay, this is some expenses toward the Craigslist posting I had, and I'm just going to put a quantity or an amount. You can do either or there, and I'll put a little note here, and then I'll update my expense. Okay, notice there's no expense item in there so you can start seeing where we're going with this. You can also track your time. How much time did you spend on this project? Well, I'm doing a little work for Mike and for John here, and I'm going to put down 2 hours of time. Okay, so you can see that we're starting to manage the whole project from one place. The other nice thing is you can drag and drop files. So if you create an expense file or an estimate file, you can drag it up here, and anybody who has access to the project site can then see this file. So simply drag it from your desktop, put it in there. So here's where you would go and expand your neighborhood a little bit. So let's say that I'm a plumber, but I have 2 or 3 people working for me. I can add them to this project, and then they can see what's going on. I can assign them tasks, and then they can update things. They can enter expenses. They can enter time. So we're able to track the whole team's effort from one central place. That's what's really great about this. No longer do you lose things in email. No longer do you forget about what's going on with this expense or this amount of time. You have one place where all your team can manage the project, and it's in one central place. And by the way, ZLUMP is free. Please use it. People are loving it, so let us know what you think. Thanks very much. Happy ZLUMPing.